Guys and girls, it's Know It time!
Alright, so today is March 26th. I'm going to start on a brand new chapter with you, and this chapter is called Rational Expressions. Rational Expressions. And believe it or not, this chapter is actually easier than the last chapter. Okay? Rationals are easier than radicals, because a lot of you did this stuff already. So guys and gals, it's Know It time. Your favorite time of the day. What page does that chapter say? Doesn't matter. I'll figure out when time comes. I'm going to give you an example of rational expression. Rationals. What we did before was something called radicals. Radicals, or something like that. Oh, the picture? I'll show you tomorrow. There's a reason why. Rationals are really fractions. Rationals. Fractions. For example, I give you, in grade 8, it was 5 over 15. And I asked you to reduce in grade 8. Go ahead, guys and gals, take a minute and reduce this. Okay? You actually did rationals a long time ago, but you didn't realize it. Grade 8, we reduce it. Krista, what is it going to be? 1 over 3. I have grade 8, so I can't do this right now. So because they're weak on division. So this is why I'm training them to go from here to here. So that way when they're in grade 11, they can do this really quick. But that was too easy. I'm going to give you another question. 3 over x minus 2. They're going to ask you for something called find the non-permissible values for x. Non-permissible values for x. And what really this is, there's one key word in here that you probably haven't seen before. Non-permissible. Okay, that's the key word a lot of you probably haven't seen before. Another word to describe non-permissible really is restrictions. I'm going to pause it right here, and I'm going to let you guys. So I've been asking a lot of students, and they must know the common answer I hear is x equals to no clue. Because they must know, how do you do this? Okay. Sorry? Why can't it be 2? Why can't it be 0? You're actually correct. Harvey's brought up a good thing. Say, Mr. No, x can't equal to 2. Now, here's the reason why. This has to do with something called based on basic principles of math. Grab your calculator for me, please. A lot of students don't realize this, but it's the basic principles of math. For example, if I go 0 divided by 4. No tricks. Malika, what's 0 divided by 4? 0. Very nice. But what if I go 4 divided by 0? Oh, punch in your calculator and try it out. So let's try this. 4 divided by 0. It says error. Dividing by 0. So the answer here is D N E, which means does not exist. What if I go 5 divided by 0? Okay. No tricks again, just very, very simple stuff. Darshil, what do you think? D and E. So what, Darshil, what can you conclude? What conclusion can you come up with then? What can the denominator not be? So let's think about what can the denominator never be? 0. Because if you have 0, there's no solution. So write this down for me. The denominator can never be 0. Can never. Okay? If it's 0, you don't have a solution, and that's bad in math. We always want a solution. So guys and gals, let's write down this question again. 3 over x minus 2. My denominator can't equal to 0. So let's just focus on the denominator. I'm going to go x minus 2. See, I go can't equal to 0. And go ahead, solve for x. And that's the exact reason why Harmeet says, hey, Miss Snow, x cannot equal to 2. Because if you have 0 in the denominator, it doesn't work. Try this, a bit more challenging for you. Good luck. What if I give you 3x over 2x squared minus 3x? This is a challenging one. I'm going to ask you, find the restrictions. Notice I'm using another term. They all mean the exact same thing. Find the restrictions. Again, I'm going to pause it. So, I walked around and a lot of you say, hey, this is easy. I'm just going to go 2x squared minus 3x cannot equal to 0 because that's the denominator, which is correct. But here's where you made errors. When in doubt, F it out. What can you F out right off the bat? X. You can factor out an X right off the bat. See, look, this is all about factoring. Everything you can do now is very heavy duty factoring. Key, write a little star. Factor. I hope you remember how to factor. Okay? Remember, when in doubt, F it out. I can factor out an X, so let's do this right now. X, again, 2x minus 3 cannot equal to 0. I'm going to teach you where people are making mistakes. I want you to put a bracket around this x also. That's really important, the reason why. Would you agree that if one of these bracket is 0, the whole answer becomes 0? Because if this is 0, it doesn't matter what this is. You still get 0. So let's write this down. So we're going to say this. 2x minus 3 cannot equal to 0. Because I don't want it equal to 0. I don't want this bracket equal to 0. What is x then? X cannot equal to 3 over 2. But there's one more answer that people are forgetting. What's the other answer? X cannot equal to, Harmeet, you had it, I think. X cannot equal to 0. Because, look, there's another bracket. If this bracket equals to 0, my denominator is 0. Is bad. So really, I have two answers. One, x cannot equal to 3 over 2. And x cannot equal to 0. Is it that hard? No, not really. Kind of fun stuff. Try this one. 2q minus 1 over q squared minus q minus 12. Good luck. I'm going to pause it again and let you guys go. Really, the key is I just focus on this denominator. Nothing too bad. So what I'm going to do is I go 2q minus 1 and I'm going to factor this out. How the key is, Crystal, how do you factor this out? Minus 4? Yep. Oh, whoa, no. One of them is q minus 4. The other one, q, nope, not plus 4. Amar, what is it? No clue? Who didn't I pick yet? Lavraj, what is it? Plus 3. Because remember, you're going to find two numbers, multiply together to give you negative 12. Add together to give you negative 1. I have two brackets again. I go ahead and then solve it. Pawan, what can Q not be? Q cannot be 4 and -3. And in case you're lost, look what I did. I went Q plus 3 cannot equal to 0. I moved the 3 over. Q cannot equal to -3. Nothing too bad. Again, it's all based on previous stuff we did before. A bit more challenging this time. Good luck. I'm going to keep on pushing you to see how far you can take it. 3x minus 6 over 2x squared plus x minus 10. Find your restrictions again. Good luck. I'm going to pause it and just let you have some practice at it. Now, this is tricky because, look, there's a number in front of x squared. There's a 2. Back a long time ago, I taught you a trick on how to factor when there's a number in front of x squared. Let's see. In case you're lost, look what I'm going to do. 2 times -10. That gives me -20. No tricks. Now, a lot of you are going to be confused about what to do next. I'm going to find two numbers, multiply together, give me -20, add together, give me +1. Jason, what are my two lucky numbers? +5 and -4 is correct. Some of you say, hey, then my answer is x cannot equal to -5 and +4. And I came around and I slapped you down and say wrong. Because you forgot one more thing. There's a number 2 right here. You got to do something with that. Jessica, what do you do with this 2? You divide everything by 2. That's a key. Without that, it's wrong. So remember, you got to do this. So now you can rewrite this as 2x plus 5, x minus 2. And we go ahead and we solve it. And we get x cannot equal to -5 over 2. X cannot equal to 2. Guys, that's it. No tricks. Keep it simple. A bit more challenging this time. Good luck. All this is just saying, what can x not be? 5r over 10x y. They're going to say find all non-permissible values. Without my help, you should get an idea how to do this now. Good luck. I'll give you a hint. You're going to tell me what x cannot equal to, but there's one more letter that's new. Y. You can tell me what y cannot equal to also. Guys, I'm going to pause it. So guys, I just give you the clue. X cannot equal to 0. Y cannot equal to 0. Because if any one of these letters are 0, your denominator becomes 0, which is bad. This is called non-permissible values. Is it that hard? No, not really. So, that's what I said. If you survive the first 3 chapters with me, the rest is easy. The last thing I'm going to teach you for today, well, not for today, but is something called how to simplify. I'm not going through any applications yet. That's later. For now, I'm going to keep it simple. For example, I started this class with a simple question, 5 over 15, and I asked you to simplify that. And Miraj, what was the answer for that? 1 over 3. I'm going to do the exact same concept with the grade 11 level. Good luck. What do you think this is going to be? What if I give you 3x over 9x? How would you simplify that? Sammy? 1 over 3? Risham? What do you think? 1 over 3? Hartaj, what do you think? 1 over 3. Because a lot of you say, hey, mister, look, this x, bye. There's no tricks to it. And the 3 and the 9 becomes 1 over 3. A bit more challenging. Okay. What if I give you 3x squared over 18x to the power of 5? Just a tad bit more challenging. Exact same concept. I'm going to push you a bit more this time. Okay. Who haven't I asked yet? Divya, take a guess. X to the power of negative 3 by 6 is correct. You can either write, I'm going to give you an easier way to show this. You can show this as 1 over 6x to the power of 3. Okay? Your way is correct. Because 3 and 18 becomes 1 over 6. This 2 cancels this 5, and that's why you're left with 3 on the bottom. Guys, gals, that was too easy. There was no tricks to it. What if I give you a bit more challenging? Good luck. Something that's tough from the book. Let me just see. Oh, this is a bad, nasty one. B squared plus 2b minus 24 over 2b squared minus 72. Nasty. I'm going to ask you a few key things. Number 1, I want to know restrictions. And number 2, I'm going to ask you to simplify. I'm going to pause it and let you have a few minutes and just work with you. I'm going to just simplify. Sorry, do my restrictions first. Right off the bat, I'm going to see if I can factor that in any sort of way. I can write this as 2 times b squared minus 36. I can factor b squared minus 36 into 2 brackets. Go ahead and factor that for me, please. So you get 2 times b minus 6, b plus 6. That's the bottom part. So right off the bat, I know b cannot equal to 6 and negative 6. When you simplify, so now I'm going to teach you how to simplify. Write this down for me, star. When you simplify, factor both numerator and denominator first. And deno first. Okay. It says when you simplify, factor both numerator and denominator first. I factored the denominator already. Guys, I want you to go ahead and factor out the numerator for me. The bottom part is 2 times b minus 6. B plus 6. I only have the top part to factor. And I want you to do the top part. Serena, what do you have on top of you factor this out? B plus 6 is correct. B minus 4 is correct. Ruby, what can I cancel, Ruby? Whoa. Sorry. Look at this. Hey, b plus 6. B plus 6. Done. You're left with b minus 4 over 2 times b minus 6. Voila, guys and gals. What you've just completed is how we simplify. I took something that's very complex. See? and I made it into something that's very simple. The question is, a lot of you ask Mr. No, do I do restrictions first and then simplify, or simplify first and restrictions? If you simplify first, you would miss out on one restrictions. So you gotta do your restrictions first. Next, I'm gonna assign you some work to do, and that's it for today. Guys, gals, page your work. And $317. Number 4. Six. Eight. Nine. That's it. Just basic examples of how to work with simplification. Applications I will go over with you next time. Not yet. I want to get the basics done first. And that ends our first lesson for today.